Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I'm George. We're all George. So, the Bitcoin rally continues. Bitcoin is still at 57,000. Looks like it's getting ready for the next leg up. And the Bitcoin rally lights a fire in this particular crypto sector. A really, really degen one. So, let's talk about all these things and more. Let's do it. Welcome, guys. Look at Bitcoin. Look at how solid it is after we pumped up to our current level right around 57,000. It is not moving. There is no deviation at all, basically. We're not seeing any dips. We're going sideways for a little bit. It looks like Bitcoin is getting ready once again to make a next leg upwards. It's kind of hard to believe that Bitcoin is already at $57,000. 57,000. Do you guys realize how close we are to 60,000 already? It's crazy. It's mind-boggling how fast we are moving. So many people are going to be filthy rich soon. Not just rich, you got to add filthy rich in front of it. I mean, Bitcoin and crypto is changing lives. They're changing lives forever. So right now, we have a 2 trillion market cap. Over 2 trillion as Bitcoin climbs to 57,000. That 2 trillion is just the beginning. I have no doubt by the end of this cycle, we could be at 20 trillion. 20, 25 trillion would not be unreasonable and would not shock me if we ended like November, December 2025 at 20 or 25 trillion in market cap. That's right. Trillion with a T. And that's because this cycle is unlike any other cycle. Yes, we have the halving event coming up, but we have so many catalysts. And of course, one of them being ETFs, okay? Look at this today. The highest volume ETF in the US. No, I take that back. I don't even think, yeah, this is the US. Guess which one. Can you guess? Right on top, iShares Bitcoin Trust, okay? It's not even close. So Bitcoin ETFs are hot. Over $1 billion in volume 2 days straight. Even Grayscale had a huge day, 800 million for some reason. Okay. These ETFs, you know, even I'm sick of talking about them, but in case it hasn't gotten through your mind yet, these ETFs are buying $500 million worth of Bitcoin per day. Yesterday was like 550 million. Today, who knows? Tomorrow we'll know. But like the volume today is bigger than even yesterday. These guys will not stop buying. That's why we're not seeing any big dips. You know, you got all these naysayers and all these TA guys that's saying and calling for some major dip or doomsday dip or whatever, technical dip or whatever dip. They're not coming because you have $600 million worth of Bitcoin being eaten up by the ETFs. It's just that simple. Who could sell 600 million a day to offset the 600 million being bought per day? Think about it. Who has that kind of money? No one. No one. No one has that much to be selling every day. We had Grayscale that sold like $7 billion worth, and it was all eaten up already. Just think about it. Just do the math, okay? We have this is yesterday's numbers, by the way, not even today's. We had 9,163 Bitcoins purchased by the ETFs, yet the miners only mined 900. That's a 10x difference, guys. You know, I've been talking about supply shock. Yeah, that's a real thing. That's not made up. We don't have that much. And after this halving event, the Bitcoins produced per day drops to 450. And the purchase by ETFs will probably climb up to 12,000, 15,000 purchased a day. So it's going to be even a wider gap after the halving event. It's not going to stop. In case you haven't gone through, this is reality, okay? And this is just one catalyst, ETFs. There's a lot more catalysts out there, a lot more. Even JPMorgan has changed their tune, okay? They sent clients, okay, a note saying saying we see higher cryptocurrency prices not only sustaining but improving. This is the direct opposite of what Jamie Dimon had been saying. He still claims that Bitcoin is like a pet rock. It doesn't interest him. It's going to collapse. Yet his own firm is sending out notes to clients and advising them to buy Bitcoin. And not only that, that cryptocurrency prices are improving and getting better. I mean, at some point, you got to figure they got to remove Jamie Dimon, right? He is actually hurting business at this point. Before, he made quotes like, anyone caught within my bank that's dealing with Bitcoin or talks about Bitcoin gets fired. He doesn't say that anymore. He should just fire himself. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to be going against the company that is actually trying to make some money with Bitcoin, right? It doesn't make a lot of sense. In case you're curious, Satoshi Nakamoto is now the 26th richest man or woman or group, I guess, on the planet because that's actually wrong. 1 million Bitcoin times 57,000 should be 57 billion. So actually, it should be more like number 25 and getting close to 24. Okay. Imagine if Satoshi was still alive and they had the discipline to just not spend any. That's crazy. 57 billion just sitting there, not touched. That is absolutely crazy, and it takes a lot of discipline. I don't know if I have that kind of discipline. But what I do know is this. Retail investors need more discipline. This is kind of shocking. As Bitcoin is climbing up at a more ferocious rate, it seems like every single day, you have a lot of retail players selling. Retail investors are selling. Look at today. For whatever reason, we had a massive sell-off from 0 to 1 BTC holders, 1 to 10, and 10 to 100. But guess who didn't sell? The 100 plus. And in total, in the last 30 days, you had 32,194 being sold by retail investors and 60,000 being bought by 100 plus, again, the whales and institutions. Why are retail investors selling? It makes no sense to me. Maybe they're selling to buy alts. That's the only thing I could think of. Otherwise, I don't know why retail investors would be selling right now. But again, who is not selling? The whales. The whales and the big boys and Wall Street and the market makers, they are loading up every single day by hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay, and if you just simply DCA, you're going to make money. So many of you guys yesterday said that I'm up 100% or 300%. I made $50,000, I made $80,000 so far because of you, George. Well, all you had to do was hold on DCA. That's really it. Just like my DCA portfolio, all you had to do was DCA. It's not magic. It's not magic at all. Right? And, okay, just the last thing I want to say about Bitcoin. The last time we were above 57,000, we hit all-time high 8 days later. So think about that. Last time we hit 57,000, right? We hit high 8 days later. So we just hit 57,000 last night. That was the first time we came back down. This morning we climbed above again, right? So 8 days from here on out, that puts us like mid of next week, March 6th. Are we going to hit $69,000 by midweek next week? That, my friends, I love to see it. I love to see it, but you can see October 15, 57,000, pumped up to 60,000, 61,600, came back down to 60,008, right? Hey, guess where I marked the next stop? Guess what I marked it? 60,008. See? I know what I'm doing. I drew the line exactly where the next stop will be, right? So you could see October 17th, that's where we hit 60,008. Then we went back to 61.5, 62, 64, 66. Then it starts going really crazily, right? Can we see that pattern? We're right at 57 something, or we go break to that 60,800. And once we do, 69,000 is going to come really quickly. That is around the corner, my friends. Right around the corner. All right. Now, outside of Bitcoin, what specific sector is blowing up today? There's a very specific sector that degen retail people do love. And that sector is memes. Today, memes went absolutely bonkers. Bonkers. And it seems like every single one. Pepe went up at 1.63%. Floki went up 44%. WIF went up 43%. And many others. Bonk also went up. I think it was Bonk went up like 20%. Right? And they had this. Revolt was going to list them. This is old news, but still. Bonk went up for really no apparent reason, but they did. And then you have many others like Cock went up today. You have Dogecoin that went up today. You have Snack going up today. Literally every single one went up today. So today is definitely meme day. But there are many other projects that are doing very, very well. That are not memes. I saw Gala. Gala launched their Gala swap. Okay. That's pretty big. So they have their own DEX on their own chain. So that's pretty cool for Gala, who is focused on games, but also music, but they want to get into L1. So that's pretty cool. Of course, you have someone like Solana, right? That is still going crazy with their DEX volume, probably because of all the memes. So you don't want to give up on Solana. And you don't want to give up on Ethereum because of the spot ETF hype. And because of this upgrade, you have a lot of the L2s that'll be improved, like Arbitrum, Optimism, Manta Pacific, Base, Metis, Starknet. They're all going to be upgraded with this new upgrade that's coming in March 13th. So they're probably going to get hotter too. So you got a lot of great projects, a lot of big things happening, and you have a whole lot of memes that are doing quite well. Very well indeed. All right, guys. Let's do some Q&A. It's funny that yesterday we were at the same levels. Yeah, we had like 9,000 people tune in. So excited. Today we have like half of that. It's like people just get used to a level so quick. It's kind of funny how that works. Single Dads Club. Are you still taking ideas for game shows? I sent a few back under Chops. Thanks for all you do. I am. I may have explained that wrong because the suggestions I've gotten are like literally game shows like Wheel of Fortune or something like that and just convert it. I'm not looking for stuff like that. I'm looking for like more like contest stuff or feats of, I don't know, like feats of stuff. I don't know. The best way to describe it is like what Mr. Beast is doing. Those kind of things, right? Where it's a challenge, a contest, right? Not so much like a game show. I don't want to do actually game shows. But I appreciate you sending your suggestions. But I've been thinking about them, and I have a few. Toasty Toast asked above, what do you think about BIT2X ETF better than iBit? Well, it's a future-based one that is leveraged 2X. So if you want to take some risk, you can. Like leverage, it's basically leverage, right? Like my 45X leverage is going crazy still. And I leveraged a whole bunch today. I leveraged Pepe, Bonk, WIF. I still have a Bitcoin one, an ETH one, and they're all doing really well. They stopped moving, but I had some crazy gains. What do you think about XCAD? They've been around for a while. It's like they pay. You're supposed to like follow your favorite creators, and you get paid in XCAD if you follow them and watch them through their thing. I don't really understand the whole system. Nathan, I appreciate the super chat, but I'm afraid you're rooting for the wrong project. Oh, I had a good chat about the IFC. I can't share a lot of the details yet, but the next IFC fight will be at a venue that is absolutely huge in America during a huge crypto conference. And yeah, it's time to recruit. It's time to recruit. What's up with Gecko HQ, 120 million market cap? Didn't hear anything about it for a meme. I've never heard about it. A lot of those market caps could be fake too, Pete, so just be careful. How high can coin move with BTC? The P ratio is over 1,000 right now. Is it possible for it to keep rising? Yes. Coinbase will not stop rising as long as the crypto market rises. It will keep on going. They're the biggest player in the game, for at least in the US. Their profit margins are going to go up. Their revenue is going to go up as more and more people start trading and FOMOing in. And plus, they're like custodian for everyone. Gambler Degen, do you still believe in Snack? Well, I just talked about them, so yes. Where do you see the utility of crypto in the next 5 years? Well, I think we're going to see a lot more dApps that's based on blockchain and hosted on a ledger, right? I think it'll be more seamless, kind of like how games are right now. Do you think a Black Swan event could cut the bull run short? Yes, if aliens invaded the planet. I don't know. I'm not speculating on it. AJ was go find the last one, but it didn't work out. I don't know if it's gonna work out this time either. Hopefully it does, but we have very limited amount of spots, and we have so much more applications this time, and we're trying to expand into like really big influencer in this space, not just the crypto space, in all spaces. So it's gonna be hard to fill those spots. I mean, it's gonna be easy to fill those spots, but it's hard for a lot of people that want to fight to be able to get in. But there'll be others. It won't just be one more. There'll be many others. WIF up 18%. Pepe up 42%. Bonk up 7% only. Snack is still up 14%, 15%. Cock is up 9%. Sheep. Sheep is up 10%. It's good. It's good. It dropped to 0 today. Okay. But it's still nowhere close to its previous high. No response today. Can you look into Cubic, look at the founders, or did I get fleeced? I don't know, man. To be honest, I don't like questions like that because it seems like you already know, but then you're like trying to play it off like you don't. You know, you either know or you don't. So it's a $734 million project, so most likely it's not a rug, but who knows? But I don't know anything about this project. Are you using the castor oil? No. I've been just icing more. I think it works. I started taking fish oil and I just been icing more. And it seems to be helping a little bit. It's not fixing it, but it's helping. Thoughts on DeFi Kingdoms making a comeback? Well, they are. They're going to introduce a new hunt soon. And they're going to introduce something else soon. And, I mean, they're just pushing forward, right? So that's all you want to see from a project, is that they're not giving up and they're pushing forward. That's it. Ninja, first meme coin on Injective, up 63%. Yes. Yes, it's really hard to buy, though. It's really hard to buy. Kimbo is also up. No? It's down today. It was up last few days. Kimbo's down. I don't even think Ninja is listed. Is it? I guess it is. 12 million, 13 million. You have to go to Astroport or Dojo Swap. Get that cold plunge tub. Not something I'm interested in. Not something, not a challenge I want to partake in. Do you think Alex Lab will have the same boost as Stacks under Bitcoin? No. Stacks is a different animal, but you know, Alex can do well. They're trying to be an incubator. They're trying to be a DEX. They're trying to do a whole bunch of stuff, so they could do very well. Theta and physical silver for the win. No. Why would you buy physical silver? I'd like to know that. Only if you want to use it as paperweight. Why no love for Cadena? Because everyone I've ever talked to that worked with them have left and hated working with them. That's why. And it's pretty toxic. And the new marketing person that was supposed to like market the hell out of it, I don't know what he's doing. That's why. Like the biggest partners for Cadena all left. ID 005. Invited 5,500 so far and plan on keep invited 5,500. What does that mean? It seems like you're DCing, but what does invited 5,500 mean? I have no idea. I have no idea what you just said there. How much Lego are you go buy when cash on Bitcoin? Francisco, I could buy every single set ever made if I wanted to. But I have no interest in a lot of these sets. And I'm gonna run out of room again. So I have plenty of sets. I'm building the Avengers Tower right now. My kid built half of it, and I started taking over. It's a huge set. It's really nice. So that's the next one I'm building. Power out from World War III, no crypto, that's why silver. You think anyone's going to give a flying F about silver if there's World War III and we have Armageddon? No. It'll be weapons, food, water, ammunition. No one is going to care about silver or gold. That's just stupid. Like, I've always said that. People that make that argument, it makes no sense. If you're looking at a worst case scenario, there's no power on the planet. Well, guess what? We're going to go into the dark ages. Guess what? You think your gold or silver is going to be worth anything? No, ammunition and guns will be worth the most, and then food and water. Your precious silver will be like a rock on the floor. So it makes no sense. How old are you when crypto changed your life? I was pretty old. It was only 3 years ago. 2021. If you need a new knee, do it as soon as possible. When it's old, is no fun. I guess that's true, but I really don't want to replace my knee. I just don't. Not something I want to do. I built Infinity Gauntlet in real metal on my channel. Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's awesome. I added a little dent to my portfolio today. What do you think about dent? Wow. I haven't heard anyone ask about dent forever. Dent is actually the first like Helium Mobile. It's like a decentralized mobile carrier. But ever since Helium came out, that's the only one anyone talks about. No one talks about Dent anymore. Are you bullshitting? Sure. Uncle Juju. Start DCAing with you in January 2023, 10K a month. DCA is wait. 10K a month is a lot, man. That's a lot. Congrats. Lucky for the wife. She's a smoke show. Keep it going. We're all George. So are you just saying your wife is hot? Is that what you're saying? So not only are you rich, but you have a hot wife? Thanks for sharing that. Thanks for bragging. No, I'm just kidding. Congrats, though. Did the Master Cock NFT giveaway happen? Yes, I gave it out. You could check it on OpenSea. I sent it to 10 addresses, the first 10 that responded in the comments, like I said. Let's see. Randy. What do you think about Harmony? Completely off of that project. Again, I've talked to projects that were very, very close to Harmony, and they had nothing but bad things to say about the team, management, forward direction. They ripped off a lot of projects too. Any chance you could quickly look at data on Binance? I degen 100% into it and it's not pumping. No, I'm sorry. You should not have done that. Talking about Lego sets, I always ask the scammers or George imposters what Lego set is next to the Nike store. If they can't answer, it is. Hey, that's not a bad verification way. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Are you still on board of Phantom? I'm kind of so-so. I don't hear much about them. They were planning for their Sonic upgrade. That's about it. Haven't really heard much about them. Does wrap Bitcoin and layer ones deflate the supply, you think? No, it's a 1-to-1 ratio. It would only come out to wrap Bitcoin if one Bitcoin is locked in. So it's not like it creates more wrap Bitcoins or it creates more Bitcoins. Steven, I appreciate that. Just went big on a bag of flux. Many thanks for what you do. You're welcome. And thank you for that. It's a big super chat. Yeah, I did cover it. They're moving into the AI space. They will actually be at TWC, by the way. Daniel, the CEO, will be at TWC. So if you want to hear him talk, you want to meet him in person, he will be at the TWC event, which is coming up next week. Not too late to grab your tickets and attend. Johnny says, be hard to sell at highs. Good luck to everyone. That's true. That is true. What's the last video game you played? I have 2K24 on the Xbox. That's the last game I played. I wish I would, I know the moves better. I do not have the Death Star. I don't like how it looks because it's opened up. I don't have the Millennium Falcon. I have the Star Destroyer. I want to get the AT one that looks really cool. Or is it called ATAT? I don't think I'm going to buy the Millennium Falcon. I can't display it. It's just too big. Ben, quick rundown on Cocky New, please. I don't know what you want to hear about it. It's on Avalanche. They're going to get the support of Avalanche. And they're going to participate in the next IFC. Well, they want to, at least. You mean Dentacoin, Duffy? Not Dentcoin, Dentacoin. I wonder if they're still around. I remember Dentacoin was so strong back in 2017, and I kept making fun of them, saying that those dentists are like the strongest holders ever. $208 in volume, $44 in volume. I don't even know where the volume's coming from. What do you think about YouTube changing their viewing format on desktop? I know they started introducing videos on their shorts. That's in competition with TikTok, of course. I don't know if it does well. Shorts overall do not pay well. If you get a viral short, it can give you a lot of views, but overall it doesn't do much for you. A lot of people think me cracking my knuckles is annoying. That's it. All right, guys, I'm going to call it a night. I'm feeling tired. Anyways, Bitcoin is still holding strong. We're 8 days away from all-time high. Not guaranteed, but that's how it went before. 8 days is all it took to get to 69,000 after breaking above 57. So, did we start the countdown already? I guess we'll just have to see. Wall Street's not going to stop. And memes are doing very well. That means retail are excited. And it's all good. It's all good, guys. All right. Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.
What do you think about Ripple?
Well, I mean, I think it's too centralized, but I definitely want to meet Chris Larson.